later earned hundreds of millions selling The Thigh Master, remember that, and publishing dozens of health and wellness books. The third star of Three's company, Joyce DeWitt, told People magazine today that her heart goes out to Suzanne's family. Her longtime friend Barry Manilow said she was the sister I never had. Suzanne Summers died of breast cancer, surrounded by friends and family on Sunday. It was the day before her 77th birthday. And that is tonight's CBS Evening News. I'm Nora O'Donnell. Good night.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 6. I'm Morgan Hoover.
And I'm Chris Allen. Welcome into a Monday evening after a very chilly day.
It was.
With the drizzle.
A little dreary, cold, a real fall day.
Damp.
Damp.
There you go. A good adjective to describe the day. As you can see, we still have some leftover drizzle and patchy sprinkles that are out there, but they're just about gone. You're looking at the 4-hour clouds and radar loop together. All of these will be gone by later this evening, but the cloud cover is still going to kind of stay with us for a while. Mainly cloudy tonight. Overnight low temperatures will dip into the mid-40s, and then we'll begin to see a little sun breaking through tomorrow. I'll have a look at your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Morgan?
All right, Chris, well, happening right now, Democratic incumbent Andy Beshear and Republican candidate Daniel Cameron are facing off in the first live gubernatorial debate broadcasting statewide. Now, this is happening on the Northern Kentucky University campus. You can tune in to watch the live debate now on NBC 40. This is one of the final opportunities to watch the candidates square off in the issues affecting Kentuckians before casting your ballot in just 3 weeks. You're taking a live look at that debate happening right now. Of course, the general election is Tuesday, November 7th. We are just weeks away from that. We sat down with Secretary of State Michael Adams earlier today to hear what his office is doing ahead of Election Day. He spoke on a number of topics, including protecting the integrity of the election and avoiding voter fraud, as well as the record number of independent voters who have registered this year. We will have his interview tonight on News 40 at 10. But a couple of crime alerts now. 500 M30 fentanyl pills are now off the street in Logan County. The Logan County Sheriff's Office say that during a traffic stop on Friday, deputies could smell marijuana coming from the vehicle. After asking the passenger in the car, Nikitha Jackson, to get out, authorities say they found a large bag of suspected M30 fentanyl pills. Deputies say they also found a bag of marijuana on the driver, Adrian Taylor. And after a full search of the vehicle, they found another large bag of suspected fentanyl pills. Jackson and Taylor were taken to the Logan County Detention Center. Deputies later discovered that Jackson had stuffed 45 oxycodone pills and cash into the back seat of the patrol car. Both men are now facing several charges. A Bowling Green mom is behind bars charged with abuse following a report of a possible overdose. 29-year-old Brianna Freeman is charged with 2 counts of first-degree criminal abuse of a child under 12. The Warren County Sheriff's Department says Freeman was found inside a home after a 6-year-old child told a neighbor he believed his mother was dead. She was responsive when first responders found her. Authorities say they found residue of an M30 fentanyl pill on the floor. A 3-year-old child was also inside the home at the time. Social services were contacted. Freeman was taken to the Warren County Detention Center. The holiday season is right around the corner. Many of you will do quite a bit of online shopping, but cyber criminals see this time of year as the perfect opportunity to take advantage of unsuspecting shoppers. News 40's Corinna Shadowan has more details.
Cyber crimes are the fastest growing crimes in the country, and as we continue to become more digital, the problem may only get worse. Whether you're shopping online, playing video games, or even connecting to unsecured Wi-Fi at your favorite coffee shop, your cybersecurity may be at risk.
Anytime you get on the internet, you're opening yourself up to potential dangers from cyber criminals. And in fact, when it comes to identity theft, one person is a victim of identity theft in this country every 22 seconds.
Protection plans are available to monitor for fraud that may appear in your credit card reports, social media, and bank accounts. But there are ways to be proactive in your cybersecurity as well.
You also want to be diligent in doing things like looking at your bank statement every few days, even daily if possible, checking your credit card statements, making sure there are no unauthorized charges.
The list of scams is endless, and oftentimes it can be hard to tell if an email or text message is actually a scammer trying to take advantage of you.
The scammer always tries to create this sense of urgency that you have to take care of this problem right now. We have to do it right now. Don't hang up the phone. We've got to get this taken care of right now. And all they're trying to do is create fear.
This week, the Bowling Green AAA branch is partnering with BGPD to address common scams, talk about dangers of cyber crimes, and teach people how to protect themselves.
It's just a community effort by a lot of people to just try to keep this from happening and try to keep people from becoming victims.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Corinna Shadowan, WNKY News 40.
All right, Corinna, more local news now. Warren County Parks and Recreation wants to know if you're interested in becoming an official in the upcoming sports seasons. Park staff say they are looking for referees and umpires for all 12 of their sports. The recruitment effort will take place this Saturday, October 21st, in the gymnasium at Michael Buchanan Park. Staff are asking one important thing of anyone interested in officiating.
All that we ask is this is a youth-oriented leagues. These are youth-oriented leagues. And so we're just asking for people that, realize it is a game and want to really develop these kids in their progression from the Youth Little League to if they continue or if it's just this is their only stop. We just want somebody that's interested in that.
A recent referee shortage has impacted all leagues, including those run by Warren County Parks and Rec. So they say they are desperately looking for new officials that want to help out. And continuing our coverage tonight, the group from Bowling Green's Broadway United Methodist Church made it back to the U.S. after having to find their way out of Israel when they became stuck due to the ongoing conflict that started there earlier this month. News 40 reporter Tucker Covey checked in with them to see what their experience was like. He joined us in the studio tonight with more details.
Yes, Morgan, the group is safe back at home here in Bowling Green. They made it back to the U.S. on Saturday night and are all glad to be home. Although the situation was tense at times, they say that they feel lucky to have been spared from the violence. The church group from Broadway United Methodist Church in Bowling Green is safe back in the U.S. after having to find a way back due to the conflict in Israel.
We were a little bit close to Lebanon and sort of the northern border of Israel. And so we were able to kind of be in a safe spot and watch things and kind of see how it played out. And we felt pretty safe the whole time.
Even now, most of the fighting and conflict has been focused on Jerusalem and areas near or inside the Gaza Strip. The experience of Pastor Adam is echoed by his associate pastor Lauren, who was also part of the trip.
It was this strange contrast for us. We knew it was happening, but we couldn't necessarily see it. And because we stayed busy, we weren't necessarily caught up in the 24-hour news cycle, watching everything happen in real time. And so it was just an interesting experience because I feel like my family and my friends back here were far more anxious than we were.
In all, they claim that the group had a good time and that they never really felt especially unsafe, mostly because of the expert guides that they worked with throughout their trip.
I think we had just a tremendous group of people, and so we were able to really still have our trip in a lot of ways, still see a lot of things, and actually to see some things that we didn't expect to see. And pretty much everybody said they would go back, and they had a good experience.
The group is understandably glad to be home, but Pastor Adam Schwartz wants everyone to remember to think about the people that are caught in the middle of such conflicts. Morgan?
Absolutely, Tucker. All right. Well, it's World Food Day, and to celebrate, St. Teresa Ministries is doing big things for the Bowling Green community. The local nonprofit donated over $80,000 and several food items to honor Mills Inc., St. Joseph Food Pantry, and a few other local pantries in the area. These have been providing food and support for more than 50 years. They don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
We have a long history of providing meals every Saturday. Rain, snow, Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. We're out early that morning, every Saturday morning, fixing meals and delivering them, and trying to provide not a meal that just gives enough calories, but also quality meals.
With the help of St. Teresa Ministries, you can get support from Mills Inc. every Saturday. For more information, visit our website later tonight. That is WNKY.com. It's that time of year again where the Bowling Green Independent School District is allowing kids to get a hands-on experience on the farm at Needmore Acres Farm, just outside of Scottsville. Elementary students are learning where some of their food comes from. The program is possible through a grant to the school geared toward providing kids healthy and fresh fruits and vegetables. This year's their 4th annual farm field trip, but last for one school official. She tells us what her hopes are for the students and teachers that come after her.
Whoever comes after me really focuses on continuing the culture of bringing the kids to the farm, doing hands-on learning, getting them outside and just experiencing nature. I don't think we do enough of that as it is.
She said this program is to bridge the gap between the classroom and hands-on experience. She thinks it is invaluable to educate the kids on nature. Well, still to come on News 40 at 6, more closed-door meetings are underway at the Capitol as the battle over selecting a new House Speaker continues. The latest details in just a bit. But first, Weather Chief Chris Allen is in after the break with a full look at our forecast. That's coming up next.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
Geez. Hey, Trent. What's going on? You've been here for 7 hours.
I'm having problems with this ain't. I'm coming back tomorrow.
I should have called JB. Trent. Geez.
Should have called JB Electric. At JB Electric, when it comes to electricity, we don't mess around. Make the right call. Call JB Electric.
This is my dad, Audie, and he is absolutely precious.
When it came to making some life-changing decisions for my mother, we found the folks here at Massey Springs to be so helpful.
They had that personal touch that we were looking for, and we could tell it was the perfect place for our mom.
We found the folks here at Massey Springs compassionate and caring.
Massey Springs was definitely the right choice for me and my dad.
Massey Springs Senior Living. Here, we're family. Schedule your tour with us today.
As Joe Biden destroys our economy, Andy Beshear defends him.
I don't want to be critical of what the president's doing, because at least he's trying. We at least ought to give the president some kudos.
And a big thanks also to Governor Andy Beshear.
He's trying to help us.
Biden's bankrolling Beshear's re-election, funneling $250,000 in donations. Beshear and Biden, or Trump and Daniel Cameron. Trump's choice, our champion. Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this ad.
Daniel Cameron's staunch position allowing for no exceptions in the case of rape or incest. It is an insult to the injury that these survivors have already made it through.
I'm not the first, and I won't be the last. And there are other little girls out there that need that choice.
And now, Attorney General Cameron is demanding access to the medical records of Kentucky women who go out of state for reproductive health care without their permission. That's extreme, and it's dangerous.
Is your search for a new home on hold because of high interest rates and high monthly payments? Jago Homes has your solution with a low 4.99 fixed interest rate and no energy bills for 2 years. You'll enjoy open, spacious living, and your family will be comfortable year-round with exclusive Energy Smart technology. Learn why a new Jago home is more affordable than you think at jagohomes.com. Because life is too precious to be put on hold.
At Infinity Pipeline, your family is our family. Our employees are the foundation of what we do. And what matters to you matters to us. We're now hiring the next generation of skilled workers to help grow our community. Apply now. InfinityPipeInc.com.
You're watching WNKY CBS 40, home of Super Bowl 58.
We're back with Weather Chief Chris Allen on this damp, as you said earlier, cold day.
Yeah, it's one of those days you want to hopefully fire up the fireplace or, have a fire pit going or something like that.
A little blanket, snuggle up.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
It is going to get warmer. Not like 80s warmer, but maybe 70s.
Oh, wow.
By the middle of the week, and then it's going to get cool again. It's the up and down, topsy-turvy. We continue with this transitional period from late summer into early fall, and we're still dealing with the transition. 55 is all we could muster today for a high temperature, 17 degrees cooler than the average of 72, and then 48 was our low, which is actually right where we should be for this time of the year. As far as an average low, we only picked up 0.03 of an inch of rain, a mere drop in the bucket at the Bowling Green Airport for the last 24 hours. Some of you did pick up around 1/10 of an inch of some of that light rain. 54 right now with a northwesterly wind coming in at 3, 72% humidity, dew point at 45, which is kind of a precursor of where we may be landing tonight for overnight lows. The temperature trend over the next several days, we start to see some 60s and then right around 70, upper 60s as we get into Wednesday and Thursday. And then we're going to have another one of those cold fronts. In fact, 3 cold fronts are coming in for the end of the week into the upcoming weekend. One will cool us down after the showers as we get into Thursday and Friday. Saturday we'll try to recover a little bit. Then another cold front comes in, and really all it does is settles our temperatures more into the mid and upper 60s, still running below the average of 72 for this time of the year. So yes, it will get cooler, but not this cool. It's not going to get this cool again for several days. Temperature-wise, right now, we're mostly in the mid-50s all across south central Kentucky. The maps here over the next 40 hours showing scattered clouds, maybe passing drizzle or sprinkle tonight, but there also could be some patchy fog developing toward morning because of the cool, damp ground. Most of the winds will start to become more southerly as we get into the day tomorrow. We'll see a mix of sunshine and clouds and more of a south or southerly wind flow, and then the warm front comes through before the cold front Wednesday afternoon and warms us back into near 70. That's the first of those 3 cold fronts that will be coming through over the next several days, and each one may try to cool us down, and then we go more zonal with our temperatures west to east is what I mean, as far as the upper flow, and that will keep us from getting too chilly. So tonight, 44, cloudy and cool, patchy fog and drizzle in a few spots. And then tomorrow, as we get ready for casting call for Survivor at Bowling Green Ballpark, which starts at 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. Should be a good day for it. 63, then 70 on Wednesday, 68 Thursday. Scattered showers, even a few thunderstorms Thursday night into early Friday. But a lot of this will be gone before football Friday night across the area, and we stay in the 60s after that. And here's what's coming up tonight on CBS 40.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you've suffered a personal injury, I can help. Call our office today for a free consultation.
I'm a native Kentuckian. What I love about Kentucky is its people, its hardworking people. To hear Daniel Cameron say that he's going to take away health care from 95,000 Kentuckians, these are people with jobs, working parents. How does taking health care away make our state better? Cameron is just recycling old Matt Bevin policies. I don't think he understands me, don't think he understands my family. A governor should look after people, not go after their health care. Daniel Cameron is just wrong for Kentucky.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
We already know Andy Bashir is lying about sex change surgery for kids. But what else is he lying about? On jobs, Bashir claims record growth. The truth? Fewer Kentuckians are working today than when Bashir started. And nearly 1 million Kentuckians are living in poverty. On crime, Bashir pushed false reports, omitting 100 murders in Louisville alone. Career politicians like Bashir and Biden lie for a living. But Kentucky knows the truth.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
I'm a very curious person. I wake up every morning asking, what's happening in the world? Why is this happening? And how do we answer that question on the CBS Evening News? Why did you want to share your story? Water up this high last night? Where are these coming from?
That's the million-dollar question.
How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
You'll have to tell him when he gets older, when you were 2 months old.
He was on the news.
The news doesn't have to always be depressing. It can be uplifting.
It's just begun.
House Republicans are reconvening on Capitol Hill this evening for another closed-door meeting to see how far apart they are in the battle over selecting a new Speaker of the House. Skylar Henry has more details from Capitol Hill.
Jim Jordan stayed on Capitol Hill over the weekend, meeting with Republican colleagues who still are not on board with his becoming the next Speaker of the House.
We'll listen to concerns you may have. I think none of those concerns are anything that we can't address, so I feel good about where we're at.
Jordan did gain some momentum when the chairman of the House Armed Services Committee, Congressman Mike Rogers, announced on Twitter he is going to vote for Jordan. But at least a dozen or so House GOP members still oppose him, leaving Jordan well short of the 217 votes needed to become Speaker.
Frankly, if you look at the dynamics of our conference, there's not a single member who can satisfy 217 members.
That has prompted some to speculate that Republicans may need to cut a deal with Democrats in order to seat a new speaker.
If there is a need, if the radical, almost just handful of people in the Republican side make us unable to be able to return to general work on the House, then I think obviously a deal will have to be done.
So far, all of the voting has taken place behind closed doors, with only Republicans casting votes. But GOP leaders are planning to hold a full vote on the House floor Tuesday, forcing their members to say publicly whether they support Jordan or not. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Well, stay with us. News 40's Patrick Carey is in the studio with a look at sports right after this.
We were part of a thriving ministry, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we were told that we had to stop.
During COVID, we told everybody that wanted to come, we would be open. Governor Bashir decided that he would send the state police out. They'd put tickets on everybody's car. I was threatened to be put in jail.
We were actually put on a police list.
Governor Bashir has used fear to control people, and he can't be trusted to govern Kentucky ever again.
Protect Freedom PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Don't mind me. I'm just the flu. I'm quite harmless, really. And when people ask, but aren't you linked to dangerous flu complications like pneumonia, heart attack, and hospitalizations? I just say, but I'm just the flu.
It's him.
Who? I'm just the flu.
Fight the flu with higher dose flu vaccines from Sanofi. They're proven to provide better flu protection than standard dose flu shots in older adults. They've even been shown to better protect against flu-related complications.
Don't get Fluzone high-dose quadrivalent if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components, including egg products, or after previous dose of flu vaccine. Don't get Flublok quadrivalent if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components. Tell your healthcare professional if you've had severe muscle weakness after a flu shot. People with weakened immune systems may have a lower vaccine response.
Demand more from your flu shot. To get a Sanofi vaccine, make sure to ask for it by name. Schedule your Sanofi flu shot, available at these preferred national pharmacies.
Morgan & Morgan is not only America's largest injury law firm, we're also the only injury law firm in the world with lawyers licensed in all 50 states. With dedicated attorneys focused on personal injury, medical malpractice, insurance disputes, and many others, we have a 30-year track record of getting results for clients just like you. So wherever you are, whatever you need, our firm is ready to take your call. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
At Infinity Pipeline, your family is our family. Our employees are the foundation of what we do. And what matters to you matters to us. We're now hiring the next generation of skilled workers to help grow our community. Apply now. InfinityPipeInc.com.
Is your search for a new home on hold because of high interest rates and high monthly payments? Jago Homes has your solution with a low 4.99 fixed interest rate and no energy bills for 2 years. You'll enjoy open, spacious living. Your new home is protected with a 210 warranty and backed by our full-time service department. Learn why a new Jago home is more affordable than you think at jagohomes.com, because life is too precious to be put on hold.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Welcome into sports. We have some big high school sporting events tonight. The Bowling Green Lady Purple soccer team will host Davies County at the Pit tonight. In the first round of the state tournament, the Lady Purples are coming off a region championship win over Greenwood last week on the volleyball court. Both the 13th and 15th district tournaments will tip off tonight. We'll have those full recaps at 10. Well, to the Hill now as WKU volleyball remains unbeaten in conference play after sweeping New Mexico State over the weekend following their performances on the road. Outside hitter Kaylee Cox was awarded CUSA Offensive Player of the Week. Head coach Travis Hudson spoke on how the Tops will take on Sam Houston next for the first time since 1986.
86, I was a sophomore in high school. My mullet was probably in full effect, and I wasn't thinking about playing Sam Houston State in volleyball. And but yeah, no, like I said, it's a new opponent for us. Looking forward to getting there. You know, they have a long-time tenured head coach, much like myself, and I respect that, I promise you, because I know what it takes to, to have a tenure that long. And like I said, I think they probably are playing as well as they've played all year, and so it'll be a fun challenge here in Diddle Arena.
The WKU soccer team is on a 2-game win streak after taking down Sam Houston 1-0 in Huntsville on Sunday. The team currently sits in 4th place in the CUSA standings with just 2 games left before the conference tournament. Tops will travel to Lynchburg on Saturday for their next match against the Liberty Flames. Well, WKU football is getting ready for a Tuesday night matchup with the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. The Tops are coming off a road victory at Louisiana Tech, where Malachi Corley led the offense with 3 touchdowns and nearly 200 receiving yards. Ahead of the Midwest contest, defensive coordinator Tyson Summers spoke on the challenges the Jacksonville State offense presents.
They're going to be a huge challenge. Coach Rodriguez has been coaching football a long time, is very, very successful. They're the 16th top rushing team in the country. I think they're either the fastest or, right there within a tenth of a second of being one of the fastest tempo teams in the country. So a lot of times you play teams that are tempo and there's a lot of passing and things like that. These are guys that are trying to run it at you.
The Kentucky Wildcats football team fell at home to Missouri Tigers on Saturday. Defensive back Maxwell Hairston nabbed his 5th interception on the year. But the Wildcat offense also had 3 turnovers, including 2 picks from Devin Leary and a lost fumble. Kentucky will take on the Tennessee Volunteers on October 28th after their bye week. Well, the Louisville Cardinals fell for the first time this season against the Pittsburgh Panthers this weekend. Ultimately, turnovers and a cold offensive streak had the Cards playing catch-up for most of the second half. The latest AP poll has the team ranked 21st. They will host the number 16 ranked Duke Blue Devils on Saturday, looking for a bounce-back win. And finally, the Tennessee Titans fell to the Baltimore Ravens in London yesterday, 24-16. Titans quarterback Ryan Tannehill left the game late, and Malik Willis filled in as the team tried to come back in the fourth quarter. Following Sunday's loss, Titans safety Kevin Byard spoke on the team's struggles so far this season.
It's very frustrating, so I kind of been speaking about it, trying to string together some wins, and it's just not happening right now. We're not playing well on no sides of the ball, honestly. You know, it's not a finger-pointing type deal. You know, as defense, you know, as myself as a captain, got to make more plays. And, you know, that's the way we win ball games. So our best players got to play well, and, you know, I don't think any of us is playing well enough to win right now.
Well, tough loss for the Titans, but it feels like we're getting closer and closer to real football weather.
Yeah, oh, we are. I mean, absolutely. I mean, if you're wanting football weather, you're going to have it the next several days. We're going to be in the 60s and 70s, warm it up a bit starting tomorrow and the next few days, and then we're going to cool things back down as we get into the weekend, but only slightly. It's not going to be as chilly as it is right now. Maybe that rain can get out of here before Friday night football.
I hope so.
I know you hope so.
There's nothing better than standing in the pouring rain and shooting football.
Hopefully. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you at home for joining us tonight. We will see you right back here tonight at 10. Have a great evening, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do. Well, welcome to Family Feud, everybody. I'm your man, Steve Harvey. Well, we got a real good one for you today. Returning for their fifth and final day with a total of $41,755 from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's the champs. It's the Henderson family. From Stockbridge, Georgia, it's the Ray family.